Hello, my name is Diane Wesley-Smith, and I'll be your host today on Black reSurgence TV. Thank you for joining us today. Today there won't be any guests. There are a lot of things that I want to talk about. You know, there's so many things I care about. Let me ask you, what do you care about? What is important to you? What we're going to talk about today on Black reSurgence, which is a morally and socially responsible television program. We're going to talk about Save Your Home. We're going to talk about city politics. We're going to answer the question, what do these men have in common? Gavin Newsom, Fred Blackwell, Michael Cohen, Kofi Bonner. But first, a word from our sponsors. We have some wonderful sponsors. First, I'd like to highlight Black Diamond. It's ran by a sister named Jessica over on 3rd Street. And Jessica's mission is to make healthy size, full-figured women feel beautiful. And she is not playing. She has some wonderful merchandise, all types from clothing to accessories. And she can color coordinate for you if you're having issues. She can maximize what it takes to make you be all you can be. For example, the size that I wear is complimentary to me, but it wouldn't be to someone that's smaller than I. And some things that a person that's a healthy size, because we're not going to say fat. We all know what fat is, but we're talking about healthy size. Everyone is not meant to be skinny and little and model style. So again, we're highlighting Black Diamond Fashions, which is on the corner of 3rd and Kirkwood in the Bayview, Hunters Point district. You can take the T train, cannot miss it. Again, Jessica's fashions make Black women look beautiful, particularly full size, and it is called Black Diamond. Next, we're going to give a shout out and an acknowledgement to a very professional young man that I met a good 15 years ago, and his name is E. Murph. E. Murph, actually it's Eric Murphy, but you know how they do it now, right? So it's E. Murph. E. Murph has been getting down. I mean, my husband goes to him. He is a very professional barber. There's also a sister in there getting down on the locks too. But E. Murph, his barbershop is at 3rd and Underwood, and that's the place to go to get a professional fade, haircut, whatever your hair needs are. E. Murph can take care of you, or the sister that's over there with him. And I apologize for not knowing her name, but I saw her work, so I can recommend her. This brother's been getting down in the same location for 20 years. And this is one of the things we want to we want to always keep in mind is stability. This is what we're trying to create, is some stability, some economic stability. Am I right? Right. Okay, so go see E. Murph at the barbershop at 3rd and Underwood. So you don't have to guess. Go to the best. That's E. Murph. Now, there are a few great chill spots, and I'm just going to mention their name. The Jazz Room, Sam Jordan's, the Monte Carlo, or the Silvercrest, which is on Bayshore Boulevard. At the Silvercrest, you can also have a great breakfast or great lunch or great dinner. And my friends George and Nina are there 24 hours a day. So 24 hours a day, you can go to the Silvercrest, which is on Oakdale and Bayshore, and have a great meal. Also, we want to give a shout out and acknowledge our Arab brothers, Michael, we call him Mike, and David, or some people call him David. One runs Kennedy. Mike runs Kennedy's grocery store, and David has just opened up. I'm very excited about this. David just opened up a grocery store on the other corner. So we have two brothers, each have a business on each side of the on each block. Mike is on McKinnon, and David is on Newcomb. And what's so great about it is we need more business people that care about us. And Michael and David have been with us for a long time, and they have demonstrated that they care about the community. And those are the kind of people that we want in Bayview Hunters Point. Oh, by the way, I just had to interject. Bayview Hunters Point will be my primary focus today. Most importantly, I would be remiss in my duties if I did not give a special thank you to Miss Lola Whittle and Miss LaShawn Walker, who are the director and the coordinators, respectively, at the Bayview Business Resource Center. It's located at 3801 3rd Street, Suite 616. You want to start a business? Those are the people to see, particularly if you're a 94107 zip code, 94124, or 94134. You know, as jobs are changing, the economy is changing, this is a great time for people that are creative. You know, let's got to think outside the box, but this is a great time because in hard times, these are the times it also presents a tremendous amount of opportunities because no more same old stuff. A lot of the same old stuff did not work, right? We're going to talk more about the same old stuff that's happening in Bayview Hunters Point. I'm absolutely appalled, and we're going to talk about it. Because this is what I care about. I care about my community. I care about you. And I don't care what color you are. I care what quality of life you're having and who you are inside and what I can do to be of service and make your life better. Because I found out how to have my dream job and I found out how to have the life that I want. Now, there's going to be bumps in the road, but oh well. This is part of growing up and this is part of education. Handle the bumps in the road. Speaking of bumps in the road, let's talk about this for a moment. A lot of you are married. A lot of you are in relationships. What do you do when you hit a bump in the road? Do you say, up, next? Or do you try to work it out? Are you considering getting married? You better learn how to deal with the bumps in the road. There's some great people out there. I give a special shout out to Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone is very good at helping me get over the bumps in the road. So I've gained a lot of wonderful skills to deal with life because life's going to show up. It is what it is, but you know what? It's going to hurt, but suffering is optional. And when you're suffering, that is your choice. You have to sign up to suffer. I mean, you know what I mean? You have to sign up to suffer. So learn how to deal with the bumps in the road. Learn how to deal with life on life's terms. Take the time to find out what do you like. And we'll talk more about that. Because what you like is critical to being happy. I'm happy. I smile because first, let me say, because of God's grace. I give God all the praise. I call my higher power God. If you don't have one, I suggest you find one. Why? Because one day something's going to happen and there'll be no one to call on this earth that can help you. And you have to know who to call. If you don't know who to call, work on finding out who to call. And let me give you a little clue, a little tip. This is what I share with my son. I said, are you praying, Greg? He says, well, Mom, you know. I said, do this. I want you to put your shoes under the bed at night. And while you're down there, say, God, higher power, I don't know what to say. Then in the morning, get them. Something will come to you. And do this every night until you learn. Because you have to know where the power is. Don't be faded about what happens on this planet. Yeah, jobs come and go, money come and go. But God owns everything. So if you're in touch with the person that knows everything, it doesn't matter what Gavin Newsom does, Fred Blackwell, Michael Cohen, Kofi Bonner, any of the big wigs. And what they have in common is they have difficulty dealing with strong women like myself. And they are very good with empty promises and the merry-go-round. These folks have it down to a technique. You guys, someone must be teaching classes somewhere, showing people how to blah, blah, talk, talk, talk. You see them, the lips moving, but they're saying nothing. And why do I say that? Because that has been my experience. And I don't mean this as an insult. I mean this as this is a fact. People don't want to talk about facts. This is the reality. That's just like me saying, my friend Kim out front said, you know, someone said, well, you know, you look so soulful, but I don't mean